it's copyrighted. Welcome back. It is Tuesday, January 27th. We are back in business. We had a fun weekend, a great weekend. Really enjoyed time with the family. It was good. Nothing crazy. I just felt like it was a long time, kind of good little distraction for the time being. While school's going on, had a class this morning. Life is just, it's moving slowly but surely. We're gonna get this stuff going. So yeah, let's just get into today. You feel me? It's been a minute. I feel like I didn't do a video yesterday, but I had a post. It was a break-even trade. Right there. It was nothing really of substance, bro. I didn't take this trade on the 25K, which is the one I wanted to take, because I would have had a 25.5 balance right now. I would have been about $700 from a payout, so that would have been nice. But that's besides the point, to be honest. Another day, another dollar. I just have to remember to copy trade on tradez, because I placed my trade on the 50K on here, but it is not copy trade. So you live and you learn. I'm low-key surprised, but I don't think I have them grouped up then, because I have the 50K grouped with the 25K, because I already did a copy trading thing, but I guess it did not work that way around. So yeah, let's get into the gospel. More importantly, it's been a minute. I'm low-key longing for a better relationship with the Lord this past, honestly, couple weeks, like past 3 weeks, to be honest. It's one thing reading the gospel, it's another thing living the gospel. That's what we're called to do, and that's what I'm gonna get into. So I'm so hyped to be back in this crib, bro. So hyped to be back. It just shows, we're doing the right thing right now. We're not playing no games. We're not doing no dilly dallying. We're straight dialed. Gospel from Mark. The mother of Jesus and his brothers arrived at the house. Standing outside, I got a haircut too, by the way, you feel me? Standing outside, they sent word to Jesus and called him. A crowd seated around him and told him, "Your mother and your brothers and your sisters are outside asking for you." But he said to them in reply, "Who are my mother and my brothers?" Then looking around at those seated in the circle, he said, "Here are my mother and my brothers. For whoever does the will of God is my brother and sister and mother." Oh my gosh. These just give you a sense of, I almost getting too jolly, what's it called? Like a sense of comfort. You feel me? That's kind of the main, I wouldn't say the main purpose, of religion in that sense, but it just shows that, we're all together. This is all, this material world is exactly what it is. It's material, and we're gonna live and we're gonna die, and for whoever does the will of God is my brother and sister and mother. That's a pretty big statement. It means you're essentially a part of, Jesus. You're essentially a part of him, and that's what we are essentially. If we want to make him a part of, I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this. When you take on the gospel, when you say and you commit your life and you give your life to Jesus, you are essentially letting him work through you. So whoever does the will of God, letting him work through you is my brother, sister, and mother. You are essentially, tied to him, regardless of your relationship. It does not matter. I'm kind of thinking of like this in more of a metaphorical sense, not little brother, sister, and mother, but more of like, we come from all different types of backgrounds, all different types of pasts, all different types of places that we're from. Some people are from this part of the world, some people are from that part of the world, some people are you walk by them, it's basically like a garden. You're happy to see them, this and that. Sometimes you see murderers, rapists, robbers, But that's not a label. That's not a label in the kingdom of God. Whoever does the will of God is my brother, sister, and mother, basically. So I think it just shows how open Jesus and essentially Christianity is open to accepting new people and helping the sinners, not the righteous. Jesus came for the sinners and not the righteous, and we're all a part of them in that sense. It's all about if we realize it. So remember this: for whoever does the will of God is my brother and sister and mother. I feel like it's a really, really nice gospel for today. It just gives you hope. You feel me? Because imagine being tied to the man who resurrected from the dead. You feel me? Like, that's nuts. That's nuts. If you truly think about it, a man that was risen from the dead, rose again on third day, witnessed, portrayed himself to over 500 people. People died for the claim of seeing him again. And now look at Christianity, it's spread to what it is today. And I'm supposed to, not believe this, like, it's almost common sense. Or not common sense, it's almost like, if I don't, then I feel like I'm being ignorant to that extent. Like, if you really do the research and you really try to find the answers, you will get the answers. And I feel like, the Gospels really tell that answer, and that goes back to history and tying back in basically, actual events. Like, I wish I was a little more informed on the actual history of Middle East, like ancient world, because it really matters, and it all ties in together. But that's besides the point. All we can do is do the will of God, and then you are essentially a brother, sister, and mother in that relationship. You feel me? So, like, do you understand? Like, brother, sister, mother. Let me put this in a GPT real quick. Like, I want to get the actual reasoning. You feel me? I feel like because I'm the brother, my sister can be sister, my mother can be the mother. Yeah, exactly. And this is also about the Jews. Like, I'm not hating on them. I'm just saying, you don't need to be this. You don't need to do this, be this, have a certain DNA ancestry to be saved or have salvation to that extent. You just don't need to, what's it called? It's not about genetics or social labels, it's about obedience, intention, inner transformation. I hate when it does this AI type of things. Honestly, pisses me off. For whoever does the thing, Jesus is redefining family. He says that spiritual alignment with God's will matters more than anything, and specifically matters more than blood ties. All right, let's get into the trade recap. We have a little bit of a recap to go over today. Oh, I'm hype. Ooh, I'm hype. My balances are both at the same level right now, so if I just run them up in tandem from today, it'll be good. Or I lose them from tandem, feel me? It's all the same thing. Oh, I love this death candle. I love it. Because we're overextended. We're way overextended. All right, let's get into today. That shit make me hype. All right, Asian session starts out over here. 6 p.m. We get this wick down, start rallying. I'm trying to trade this, and I was like, bro, we're just going higher. There's nothing to really do. We just rip higher. So when we rip higher like this, and I went to sleep around, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, I was like, bro, we're going to leave a big old fair value gap in there on this time frame. Oh, I took a short on Top Step from this candle high to this, and this candle as well, all the way down to this candle low and new week opening and new week opening gap. So I made a little quick band on there. I'm looking to pass this Top Step this week. Or maybe next week. I don't want to rush it, bro. I just want to secure that capital and stop playing games with Top Step because I have not taken them seriously in the past 2-3 months, and I have gotten robbed. You feel me? So, short of there, but that's besides the point. Going into the market open, I found this 4-hour fair value gap, okay? And that 4 hour fair value gap in itself is pretty easy. You know, there's nothing about it. You know, any knucklehead can mark out this 4 hour fair value gap. But without a narrative, you have no idea what's gonna happen. So, you ready for this? 4 hour fair value gap, we go to the 1 hour. See this right here? Bam. Okay, well, I'll just go to this time frame, whatever. High, low, higher high. We put in, so essentially, I'm looking to take this 4 hour fair value gap and head higher, or take these highs and then head to the 4 hour fair value. I said, if NASDAQ doesn't take out those relative equal highs that we just left, I'm going to long. If we take them out, I'm going to look for shorts to relative equal lows on a shorter time frame. The up move gave us a 1 hour market structure shift, so a retrace is needed. So, right here, we have a bullish buy model right here. So we can expect a higher high from this, just on the candle basis, not on the wick basis, on the candle basis. So, bullish is buys, bias is bullish. So, you notice this low right here is our 1 hour market structure shift low. Okay, so if we take out this low, I would like price to come back under it, sweep it, and then go higher. Capiche? Makes a lot of sense. So what do? It's honestly so beautiful, bro. Like, once you realize, like, this is the cleanest price action today. It was so easy, bro. We got this 1 hour market structure shift. We take out relative equal lows with it. But since it's a 1 hour market structure shift, we have to come back down to this wick. We had to, you know. I shorted this because once we got that 1 hour market structure shift, the algo is saying, yo, we're gonna rally up higher now, take out these buy stops and head lower. So that's literally exactly what we do. We literally exactly do that. There's no what's it called? There's no ifs, ands, or what. Hold on a second. Look out, let's go. Like, what's it called? Okay, I'm back to it. So yeah, we get this 1 hour market structure shift that tells the algo, yo, we're coming back to this low. And that's my sell side. That's my new sell side for the session. Once that new sell side gets put in, I go over to the top step and I just start shorting. I just start shorting at this candle high, at this candle, like right at the open of it, and then we just target this low right here, new week opening gap, just barely. So yeah, this was the top step trade to the downside. Very, very easy, nothing crazy. We knew that we wanted to go down there because we got that 1 hour market structure shift. So now that we swept this low, we know this model to the sell side is completed. Okay. What am I looking for now? If we come out to the low, to the 4 hour fair value gap, what am I gonna do? Going to be bullish. I want to see the highs get taken after that because we took the sell side first. So ES, why did I trade ES, not NASDAQ? You see where our market structure shift high and our change in state high is? It's all up here. So where is it on the ES? Right here, bam. What do? We come up, we take this wick right here. We take it just by a point, not even a point, a tick. Come back down into a double fair value gap. What do? Reject. What are we doing? Straight to take profit. It's not that hard, bro. All of our sell sides taken, and yes, I could have taken the trade on NASDAQ, but you know, and see, look, there's nothing larger time frame marked out over here. There's nothing. All I need is NASDAQ's correct analysis. Get rid of it. And then if I want to trade ES because it has a better setup, boom, it's going to be there. I don't need to be marking out the whole shebang, first percentage, this and that. It don't matter, bro. It literally does not matter. So yeah, straight to TP. And then you see, look, this is our 15-minute market structure shift high, but I'm just going to get rid of that. Don't matter. Break even, run past to relative equal highs, retail resistance. Look at this. Bang, 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 bang. Sell off. Where are the stops above this? What are we going to do? Just come above and come back down? Potentially. Did we do that? No. We just ran straight by. And I have a recording, you know, so it's like you can't sit and say that But yeah, no, minor buy side, took majority off, and then just ran one more con at the high. You can't really see it's right here. I just ran one more con, took it off right there. I wasn't even trying to wait for that buy side major, but it was so easy, so easy. And the issue is I only took it on one account, and it wasn't necessarily the heaviest risk because I thought I was trading the 20k, the 25k. So I'm not putting $500 risk on that account. I'm going to put on $200 or $150 risk, and then basically watch that big old TP. You feel me? So yeah, really, really easy day. Now I think we get a nice consolidation. We start breaking lower, potentially come back to these relative equal lows. We have a lot of different potential that could happen. You feel me? We just set up this low. Something's burning down there. It's always burning, bro. I'm telling you. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got realistically, bro. Really easy day. Couldn't have been better, to be honest. Easiest sell side run you could see, classic sell side, and like there's no high in here to long off unless you're waiting for this high, and you're too late in my opinion at that point. So ES had the better setup. We got an order block right there, so I think that's what we came back down into. We might sweep this liquidity again and then head higher, but it's already 10:14, and that's how it is. There's no reason to be dilly-dallying, you feel me? It's just in and out, no games. But yeah, no, that's all I got. I will see y'all for Wednesday's trade recap. Great day. And, this is something that I was kind of really hitting the nail on the head on, is consistency. It don't matter how much money you're making right now. If you're consistent, no, not if you're consistent. Finding consistency is the key to making money. That's all it is. That's all it is. Like, I've had the most consistent week and a half to 2 weeks in my trading thing, and I've been feeling better than ever. I haven't been doing dumb things. Like, I got these accounts on December 14th. I got the 50k, and then I don't remember, December 14th. Yeah, so I've been trading this for over a month for sure. I wouldn't even count December's price action because I didn't trade for like a week and stuff. That don't really count. But now this month of January is starting to clean up. It looks really nice, and it's about just being consistent, not letting a major loss happen that destroys a week of your work essentially. And it helps with your mental big time. Because you're gonna be your own best friend, and if you're not your own best friend in this, then you're down a dangerous path. Because no one wants you to do this. No one wants you to find. I mean, maybe they want you to find success, but no one's gonna actively believe except you. And maybe a mother. If you're lucky. But that's it. It's just you. No one else is gonna press the button on the charts for X amount of time. You doing this. No one's gonna do this for you. You have to find that consistency. You have to be comfortable in sitting in this chair every day, and having confidence that you're gonna have some level of an edge. If you have no confidence in the edge and you're constantly second guessing your trading, like I second guessed this only a little bit, but once I realized how good the setup was on a larger time frame, I was okay, and that feeling of like, okay, if I get stopped here, like I'm not gonna be mad. I didn't over risk. I that's my model. There's nothing in here that is bad. Essentially, there's nothing in here that is going to, at the end of the day, make me feel disappointed in how I perform. And then if you're able to do that for a day, 2 days, 3 days, a week, a month, that's when you become profitable. You don't become profitable overnight. And that's why, it's honestly just a mental barrier at that point. Because then you don't think you're profitable because you don't make any money. But in reality, you're consistent. You're doing what you need to do. You just need to let time play out. That's all I got. See y'all whenever. January 27th, Tuesday. I'll see y'all tomorrow for Wednesday, January 28th. Peace out.